Have you ever cried in sujood, but felt like no one was listening? Have you ever begged Allah for a sign, but silence was the only reply? What if that silence was the answer all along? Because sometimes the greatest mercy sounds like nothing at all. This is the dua that changed my life overnight. Let's begin. Section 1. The pain we carry. Sometimes life hits so hard, you can't even find the words anymore. You just sit there in silence, your hands raised in dua, but your heart feels numb. It's like your soul is frozen, like you're knocking on a door that never opens. You begin to wonder, why is everyone else moving forward while I'm still stuck here, waiting for the job, the marriage, the healing, the peace? And slowly a painful thought creeps in. What if Allah has forgotten me? But what if I told you this silence is not a punishment? What if it's a form of worship in disguise? What if this heartbreak is not the end, but the beginning of your preparation? Maybe the door isn't locked, it's just being prepared for the perfect moment to open. Because Allah doesn't just hand you what you want, He prepares you first, He softens your heart, He purifies your intentions. So when the blessing finally comes, you don't just receive it, you carry it with deep gratitude. This silence, it's not empty, it's sacred. This pain, it's not pointless, it's training. Allah hasn't forgotten you, He's shaping you. And very soon you'll understand why the wait was always worth it. Section 2. The one line that shifted everything. When you make dua and things get worse, it's not a sign of rejection. It's a sign that your breakthrough is near. Subhanallah, that one line shook me because I had always been told, just make dua and trust Allah. But no one ever told me how heavy that trust can feel when your world is falling apart. No one explained the silence, the delays, the heartbreak after the prayer. That night, something in me shifted. I stopped asking, when will it happen? And I started asking, what is Allah trying to teach me through this delay? What if your worst moment, the one that almost broke you, was actually the door to your greatest blessing? That shift in mindset didn't just comfort me, it changed everything. Section 3. The dua that changed my life. Let me share with you the exact dua that cracked my chest open. That night I was broken. I felt hollow, like everything inside me had collapsed. No strength, no clarity, just tears and silence. I had nothing left but whispers. So I whispered, Ya Allah, if what I want is not good for me, remove it from my heart. And if what you want is better, then give me the strength to love it. That's it. No long Arabic, no perfect grammar, no fancy words, just raw honesty, a heart spilling itself open. And the next morning, peace. No message came, no miracle happened, but something inside me had shifted. It was like my soul had exhaled. And in that quiet, I felt it, like Allah whispered, I heard you, be patient. And somehow, that was enough. Section 4. Quranic proof that your dua is working. Allah says in the Quran, call upon me, I will respond to you. Surah Ghafir 40:60. With silence, not because He didn't hear you, but because He's teaching your heart to stay soft even in waiting. Sometimes He gives you a detour to pull you away from something that would have broken you. And sometimes He gives you something entirely different, something you didn't ask for, but needed far more. A delay, a detour, a different plan, but always divine wisdom, always divine love. Didn't Prophet Yunus cry out from the belly of the whale, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin? He was alone, trapped, forgotten by the world, but not by Allah. And not only did Allah save him, He turned his desperate dua into a timeless gift, a key for every soul in sorrow. So if your dua hasn't been answered yet, don't assume it's been ignored. Maybe, just maybe, Allah wants your name written among those who called out from darkness and were honored because of it. Because sometimes the waiting isn't a punishment. It's proof that your dua is part of something bigger than you can imagine. Section 5. Let it break you beautifully. Don't be afraid to be broken. Some duas can only be made in tears. Some awakenings only begin in heartbreak. And sometimes it's in your lowest moment that Allah brings you closest. What if this pain isn't a punishment, but an invitation to shed the distractions, to silence the noise, to feel your soul again? Just like a seed must break open to grow, some souls must break down to finally rise. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is this pain trying to lead me to? Because pain in the hands of Allah is never wasted. It reshapes, it refines, it rebuilds. Not the life you had before, but something stronger, something purer, something aligned with who you were always meant to become. Maybe that pain you're feeling isn't the end of your story. Maybe it's the start of your return. So let it break you, let the tears fall. And in that moment, make the most honest dua you've ever made. No filters, no performance, just you and the one who never left. Because sometimes, the strongest version of you is born from a moment of complete surrender. And that moment, that one real dua, might be the beginning of everything you've been waiting for. Section 6. Final words of hope. Tonight, don't scroll endlessly, hoping to distract the ache. Don't sit in silence, drowning in your thoughts. Don't wait for the perfect words. Just raise your hands, even if they're trembling, even if your heart feels numb, and whisper, Ya Allah, I surrender. I don't know the way, but you do. Guide me, heal me, choose for me what I don't even know how to choose for myself. That's enough. It always has been. He hears you, even in the quietest cries. He sees you, even when the world looks away, and He's never ever forgotten you. You don't need to impress Him with your eloquence. You just need to be honest, real, open. Even if all you can say is, Ya Allah, help me. That's a dua, that's worship, that's closeness. Because the moment you turn to Him, He is already nearer than you think. So tonight, don't carry it alone. Let it go where it was always meant to go. Back to the one who can actually carry it. And maybe, just maybe, this one quiet night of surrender will become the night your heart finally begins to heal. Your tears were never lost. Your pain was never pointless. And your name is already written in His mercy. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it. You never know. Your share might be the reason someone finds hope again.